what to do now that map is done. I have put on my Moodle page. Alright, there we go. Keep going down until you see assessment. There we go, the assessment. Alright, and you're going to see map spring 2015. Go ahead and click on that. And you're going to see elementary, which is already opened for you. And you'll see that you have access to a lot of different reports. So first you have class by Writ reports and individual teacher reports. So go ahead and click on yours. I've already chosen one. Yes, Miss Aguilar, there you go. It's downloaded. I've already printed it out. And then you want to go to class by Writ report, find it again, click on you. All right, here you have your achievement status and growth projection report. And it gives it to you, all of your students. You see here, your students, the grade, when they took it, and this is their Writ score. So what you want to do first when you look at this is math, is you want to just make sure that in general this student generally gets that type of a score. Now what's interesting about this is that here it is by alphabetical order by student, whereas the previous reports were actually by Writ score. These are not. And I don't know if you can sort them that way, but I will check on that. But just look through your students, first thing you do, and make sure that, yeah, we have a fairly low student there. And we have, let's see, 217. So is this student generally a high student in math? Okay. And then you just look through your students there. And then you have the data at the end. So this is how many students are in the class. This is your overall Writ mean for your class in math. Okay, so that's good. Okay, and then we go to reading, and it's the same format. Okay.
Seriously? Look at her butt. Oh, you got to see this. Oh my girls, I can't
Another report is the class breakdown by Writ. Now this is great because it shows you, let's look at math. Here are your students, and it breaks them out by the Writ range. So the overall score. Okay, and so the bulk of the students in this class are in this range, which is great. And you have a couple kids that are very low. Now, of course, when you have kids who are very low, that's going to bring the entire mean down. But that's the nature of it. So you have one student who scored really low, and that pulls the whole group down. And you have this for reading and language arts, language usage as well. Now, there is another report, which is called class breakdown by goal. And this, just in math, but you can do it for reading and language usage, breaks down the 4 different goals. So now you can see how did these students do, all the students, per goal. And I'll show you what to do with that next. Okay, and here are all of the Descartes skills in scrolls. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy. And yes, this is something that you as teachers, you will get them all. So here we have the Descartes goal strand for mathematics. This is geometry. So let's go ahead and look over here. And then you have reading, or the orange, and then the blue is going to be the language usage on the scroll. Okay, so here's geometry. And so here's geometry here and my individual students. So I'm going to cut. All right, so I have cut. Scissors. Okay, I've cut them out. And one thing you'll notice with this report is I'm going to write the range actually on there because you can't really see it on many of the kids. So I'm going to write the ranges in there. So now those are all written. And I'm going to now look at my scroll. Okay, and this is the Descartes. Yes, we have a truck in the hallway. This is the Descartes, math, geometry. Okay, and they all look the same. So here's the range, below 161, 161 to 170. You've probably seen these, but now it's all in one continuous paper, and it's laminated. So what we can do is I'm going to cut one of these guys out. So now I've cut them all out, and I can go ahead and get a little piece of tape here. And so we have a couple students here are in the 221 to 230 range. So that's right here, 221 to 230. So these guys, I'm going to tape right here. Okay, and you might want to tape them a little bit nicer than that. But now I can see that here are some of the skills that I can work on with these guys. Identifies properties of quadrilaterals, rays, angles, and so on. Okay, and then I've got these guys. So now you can see that I have all of my students in the very particular goal of geometry are all on the Descartes. And then I have all the individual skills within the goal. And then I can differentiate my instruction based on that. I might want to put these guys together and these guys and so on. These guys I'll probably put together. They're the lower ones. Try to make 3 groups or 4 groups to make it a little easier on you.